Good morning guys and welcome back to Damo Drives, bringing real reviews to real people and answering some of those questions other channels might not talk about. You may be wondering why I've just stepped out of a Mini when this video is all about the Mustang Mach-E. I've got some explaining to do. Well, it's thanks to Ford UK, they've given me the brand new Mustang Mach-E for a week and I want to see what's it like to live with. What I'd normally be doing in my Mini, I'm not going to use that at all. And I'm just going to use the new Mach-E for everyday tasks. It's as simple as that, really. But before we get going with this video, if this is the sort of thing you enjoy, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell because it really does help. And also, you guys will be alerted when more videos about this car come out. There are plenty of other videos as well. So let's get going and see what is the Mustang Mach-E really like to live with. Oh God, it's too early. It's not even 5 o'clock in the morning. So the car's been plugged in overnight with a granny charger. I'm going to go into detail about why on earth I've done that. I need to work out how to unplug the thing now. What a start. I think you just have to unlock it maybe? No? Oh, this isn't going well. This is not going well at all. Oh no.
Much later.
So there's a little button. Oh God, I'm falling over. Yeah, there's a little button on the charger. Or next to the charging port anyway. Oh dear. It's too early for this. Right, I think we're going to get in the car and get going. Yeah, it really is sparrows. Well, it's earlier than sparrows. It's badgers. It's some sort of nocturnal animal. This is not fun at all. But the things I do for YouTube, but it's time to head down to the station now and get the 5:20 train. Might be 5:30. Oh, morning everyone. I feel like I have to whisper because I'm going to wake everyone up. Parked on my lawn as well, so I need to try and work out how to get out of here because lots of cars behind me. It's beeping all over the place. Well, I've got reversing cameras, which is good. Although now I cannot see, I can just about see what's going on. Right, there is a car behind me. And there's also a telegraph pole just behind me as well. Oh, jeepers, this. I've had bad ideas sometimes. This is coming up as one of my less than sensible ideas. Oh, it's quite sensitive going forwards. Right. These reversing cameras are incredibly useful. Oh, we might be out. Oh, I see some Benny Hill music playing. Oh, there we go. Oh, we're done. We're off. Wow, God, that was painful. So we are going. Strange enough, there aren't any other cars around. And I'm being nice and quiet because I'm in electric mode, but I don't know why I'm whispering. So I left it plugged in overnight on the granny charger. Taking about 6 hours to do about 14% roughly. So we've got 245 miles of range, which isn't too bad at all. I think that's just above WLTP, which is fantastic. So I'm very, very pleased with that one. So yeah, this is the Mustang Mach-E. I would say the Ford Mustang Mach-E, but it's not actually Ford. You won't find a Ford badge anywhere on this car at all. Yeah, so Ford dropped it off, well, one of their drivers, kindly yesterday. I've had it on charge overnight. Like I said, granny charger, but we'll talk about that in a minute. To go up to get it fully up, we're going up to London, and I want to use the car like I would do normally. It's just everyday things, and my everyday things happen to be working in London one of my 2 days a week today. So all I've got to do is just potter down to the station, try and find somewhere to park. It's a very small station car park, this one. And then sit on a train for the next 2 and a bit hours. Head up to London, do some of that work stuff, my normal day job. And then come back, drive home, and then get up again tomorrow at 4 o'clock to get on the train to come down to go. Yeah, it's all a bit of a mess really. So here's the station. I'm not sure whether there's going to be any parking spaces. I'm hoping there is. I don't know. This is, well, there's one. That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing at all. Let's park up. Let's go in here, because I think this person probably, potentially, wants to go in here. I'm not sure. I have no idea, in fact. So let's go this way. Let's go back in reverse. It's definitely the Benny Hill show, this. I do like these parking cameras. They've been a lifesaver. Let's try and free up some room in front of me. Things are beeping everywhere. I think because it thinks I'm going to go into the hedge. Which is not really what I want, is it? Yeah, it's because I'm quite close to the curb. But that's the way it is. No, that's not my heart. That is the car. So we'll put it in park. Put the handbrake on. And that's it. So there we go. We've used no battery according to that, which is good. It was only about a mile's drive anyway. And yeah, 5:10, go and buy a train ticket. And then we're on the exciting Uckfield line. I think it's one of the only diesels in the south, which is good. I'm surprised it's not actually a steam train. What a fun-filled journey it is coming up to London. It's not too bad, I suppose. So, yeah, I was just going to quickly talk about charging on the car and why on earth I've got a cable hanging out of my my window at home. The problem is we haven't got like a charger at home or anything. I rent the property, so I couldn't fit one. I don't think I could fit one anyway. Around me there are no fast chargers. I don't think there's actually any chargers at all. There is a, I want to say Shell rapid charger, which would be brilliant, but it's been out of order for I think 5 or so weeks, and the garage said they've reported it and they're unfortunately not doing anything about it. So yeah, the cable is hanging out of the window. This is one of the joys of owning an EV. If you can't charge at home, especially with a fast, you know, one of the 7 kilowatt, it takes absolutely ages. I mean, overnight I had it on for about 7 hours and it added about 13 or 14% battery, which is fine if you're on a low amount like that, but a full charge is like 30 plus hours, which just isn't practical. Yeah, and yet another challenge I've got. So I'm just around the corner from work. I've got my day job to do. So I'll see you guys, well, in a couple of seconds, but about 12 hours for me. The day is over. It's around 14 hours later. I'm back in the car and heading home. Nothing really to report because I'm just going home. I'm going to cook dinner, walk the dog and collapse. And I've got to be back up again at 4:30 and drive down the town and do exactly the same thing again. So I'm not really going to film anything tomorrow. So this is end of day 1. Really, so day 2 is going to be exactly the same as it was today. And then the weekend I've got something a bit more interesting to be doing, which would be good, because I'm really looking forward to actually getting to drive this car properly. As this would be a replacement for my normal car, I don't get to drive that very often, other than going to the supermarket, taking the dog for a walk, just doing very mundane things and then going out on the weekend. So doing exactly the same thing with this. So I'm very nearly home, end of day 1. Yeah, it's been a good day today. Oh, another long day in London, but it's Friday and it's takeaway night. So I'm heading over to Crowborough. It's like a Greek van over there, and after coming back from Crete, absolutely things I mispronounce it all the time. Gyro, something like that. Anyway, basically, it was like a very posh doner kebab, but it's completely different. So I'm going to go over there. Why not? I get to drive the car a bit more, and I get some nice food for the evening, and I don't have to cook, and that's always good. I would have headed over in my normal car, but as I said, I'm using this as I would do my normal car. So battery wise, I'm on about 4 miles over the course of 2 days, on 99%, 238 miles remaining. I am gonna change over into, I'm gonna try untamed mode. So we've got different driving modes. We've got like a really sensible eke out the battery whisper. The one I normally run around in is active, and then you've got untamed, which is the most aggressive and fastest mode available. It's a blooming quick car anyway, far quicker than the numbers give you, like 60 and 6.3, but it's the 550 newton meters that absolutely propel you down the road, all-wheel drive as well. So it really does get off the mark at an impressive bit of tyre squeal there, and then we're up to 30 mile an hour. It's almost too quick. No, can you have too quick? Probably not. But yeah, we'll head on over to Crowborough. It's around a sort of 20-minute drive each way, which is good, so I get to know the car a bit more. Gonna have a fiddle around with some of the controls, have a go with the active cruise control and the 1,000,001 other things this car's got on it. So I'm gonna pop on the active cruise control. I'm not quite sure how you do it. It looks very familiar to other cars I've driven, so let's try this one. What does that do? There we go. So it's got the button over here, and that's it. Just leave that at 60 mile an hour. It's got lane keep assist, so it'll keep me between the lines. It will steer to keep me a safe distance in the car in front. I've set it at 60. It's doing 40 mile an hour. It will come to a stop. It will accelerate off. Just point and go. Very relaxing. It'd be interesting to see how it gets on in a minute with the roundabout. I'm not quite sure what it do. In theory it should come to a stop completely behind this car, but I'm going to have my foot hovering over the brake just in case. Here we go, we're coming up to here, so okay, it's almost come to a stop. We're off. It's keeping me a distance behind. I'm not sure, it's not zooming off, which is good. So I don't quite know how this magic's working. So now it's accelerating. So it kept me at a sensible speed round the roundabout, which is really impressive. Thinks it's a 30, but it's definitely not a 30, but it won't allow me to go over the speed limit. It's automatically set it down to what it thinks the road is. It's going to chill and relax, being a bit mental at work again. I'm looking forward to a naughty dinner and to relax over the weekend. Got some fun things I'm going to be getting up to, especially Sunday, where I'm going to be going down to my friends at HPC Classics. They've got a bit of a car show on there. So, and also I think there's going to be a Loud and Leary Mustang down there. See what people think of this car as well. So it doesn't look much, but here she is. Let's Go Greek. Can't recommend this place enough. So let's go and get some food, because I'm absolutely starving. There we go. All locked up. Where's the key gone? There it is. Can't see anything. Oh, happy boy. I can eat that now, but yeah, let's head off, go home, might even have a cheeky beer and watch a film and go from there. So yeah, that's another day. Not going very far, but this is the furthest I've gone. But like I said, there certainly will be a lot more driving going on tomorrow, which is Saturday. Got some chores, but then Sunday, car show. So that's the end of day 1, 2 and 3 with the Mustang Mach-E. I've not driven this anywhere near as much as I wanted, but I've got real world things to be getting on with, such as going to work. So I've been to work a couple of times, I've gone and ordered dinner, so I've got to drive it a little bit and got my first opinions. But in the next episode, so make sure you hit the notification bell and subscribe to the channel, we're going to do something a bit more interesting. Some's interesting, some's more practical as well. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this driving to the station and getting a bit more familiar with the Mustang Mach-E. Thanks to Ford UK for lending me the car, and I'll see you guys in the next video.